I heard some jarheads out there. Yes, I would. And I'd like to introduce our Master of Ceremonies, Mr. Jeff Chidester, the true voice of liberty on the airwaves. But in competition, I think, and are aligned with skipping his shows. But I'd really like to have Jeff come up here and take over this microphone for me, and please give him a warm round of applause.
I always take the mic because I like to move around. It's always better if you're a moving target. How's everyone doing today? You know, I got to tell you one thing. We started out today at a miniature golf tournament. I'm going to tell you a few things about Mr. Rick Santorum here in a little bit about his golfing skills. But that's how we started the morning. And I was thinking when I got up this morning, like many of you, now what? If you watched the Tea Party rallies yesterday, if you see the Tea Party's rallies today, that's a question that sticks with us all the time. Now what? And let's remember, and I love the part when you said there may be few of us, but we're many in voices. We are many in voices. And I'm reminded, as we go all the way back throughout our history, I never am embarrassed to tell anyone this one fact. Regardless of where I am in the world, I am proud to be a New Hampshireite. It is the greatest state in the world. We have led at every opportunity we could because our country needed us. We were the first state to pick up arms and walk to a fort and say, Mr. King, we're done with you. We were the first state to expel our governor, our royal governor. And it was a great story, too. The Patriots got together at a pub, like Patriots always do in New England. They said, we're going to draft a letter. We're going to give it to Governor Wentworth. We're going to ask him to leave. And they went over and they posted this on his door and said, leave. And he didn't. So they decided to up the ante a little bit. The next morning, Governor Wentworth came out, and sitting in front of his door in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, was a cannon. Nobody around it, just a cannon. And I think he got the message, because immediately he packed his family up and he went to Halifax. So our loss was Canada's gain. But that's what New Hampshire has always been. And we see it every day. And I want you to think about this when you're driving here today. When you leave here today, look at the car in front of you. Look at that license plate. And what does it say? Live free or die. But what is the rest of that motto? Death is not the worst of evil. Every single day, ladies and gentlemen, we have an opportunity to go out and live those words as New Hampshireites. Every day. Does that mean we have to give our life up? No. It means that we have to say, what is the sacrifice we must go beyond? Every day. Every day we get up and we go to city council meetings. Every day we get up and go to school board meetings. Every day we get up because of why? Live free or die. That is who we are. We lead because that's in our blood. Our feet are made of granite and our blood is filled with liberty. We are New Hampshireites and we should be damn proud of it because we're going to lead again. And remember that long before us, we sit here in this gorgeous warm building. Long before us, the Patriots took on the king, not for money. Because someone said to them, we the people. And those soldiers pick up those arms and said, I am fighting for something nobler than money. I am fighting for something nobler than just land. I am fighting for liberty that has never been seen before. And they sat there at Valley Forge. And George Washington came to them and said, guys, I have a great idea. It's right before Christmas. You have no boots. I'm going to put you in a boat. I'm going to have you go across a frozen river, and I'm going to have you attack a well-trained, well-fed, well-armed Hessian army. You with me, guys? They did that in freezing cold, unprepared. But when he asked them to do that, he read a beautiful poem, as my mentor, Phyllis Woods, read yesterday. She reminded me of how important these words were. These are the times the tri-men soul, the summer soldier, and the sunshine patriot, will, in this crisis, shrink from service of this country. But he that stands it now deserves the love and thanks of man and woman. Tyranny like hell is not easily conquered. Yet we have this consolation with us, that the harder the conflict, the more glorious the triumph. Think about it, folks. Every single day we face conflict. Did you want Obamacare? No, you didn't. Did you want these bailouts? No, you didn't. Did you want them to only give you $38 billion in cuts? That is only $300 million in cuts? No. No. Are they hearing you still? No. So today these few voices must go out and be many. And we must have people who will support us every step of the way. So these speakers that I'm going to introduce you to today are those soldiers who can give voice to the many. We need to support them. We need to give them whatever they want. Because in the end, they stand up here sometimes alone. But we know deep down in our hearts, they're never alone, because we stand with them.